Welcome. In today's session, we're going to create a very simple and beautiful dotting butterfly together. This is not about perfection and it is not about making it look in a certain way. Pick up a color and a dotting tool of your size. Before that, have a butterfly outline in your canvas with any design and just start dotting the outline. You can use dotting tools of any size that you have with you, and if you don't have dotting tools, even the back of your brush or a pen will work. You'll need acrylic paints in any colors, or a canvas, white, black, or any color will work. Your dotting tool has to be dipped in the paint for one dot at a time. For every dot, let's make sure we dip it once. And as you place each dot, keep your attention on that movement, the way your hand is placing it, and the way the paint settles on the surface. There is no need to rush ahead or think about the final outcome. After finishing the outline of the butterfly, here I am choosing to do the designs in the body of the wing first. I am picking up a dotting tool which has the maximum circle size which fits inside that design, and picking up a color which resonates with me. Using the same color for the antenna as well. Without planning anything, neither the design nor the color, I just went ahead and picked up dotting tools of various sizes and made concentric circles one after the other, arriving from the external point up until the body of the butterfly. And this is what happens as you continue. You will start to notice how the shape and the design begins to build on its own without forcing it. The color I'm choosing right now is pastel green. You will mostly see me using pastel colors because I chose the canvas as black. But if you're doing on a white canvas, please feel free to choose any color which resonates with you. And whenever we are placing the dot on the canvas, as much as possible, let's slow down and bring our attention to that specific dot and gently into what we are doing. Let's keep it very simple and stay with each dot as it comes, one at a time. I picked up another pastel yellow, wanted to complete the other design outline one of the wing has. One more thing to notice is your acrylic paints gotta be in good consistency. If they're semi-dried, the dots won't work. And having a basic outline is really helpful because we don't need to really focus on how the butterfly would turn and not worry too much about the outcome. And if you have a trail of line, if you have a pencil line, our only job is to just place dots on the line. That's how simple it is. Continue adding few more dots. You can alter the size of the dots as you go or retain the same size in single line or make them bigger and smaller. And each dot can be placed with a steady hand without pressing too hard. just enough to let the paint transfer clearly. I'm beginning to use another color to cover the shape of the design. I will use this pink again in a while. I just thought of bringing one more color on those circles. A pastel pink here, and making dots within the dots which are already made. Just staying with the rhythm of the dots, placing one dot and the next. I have taken some time in between to make sure the previous dots had dried. This is very, very important. You don't want the paints to mix. So make sure you have a half an hour break if you are placing dots on top of each other. At this stage, you will see your artwork is beginning to have a good form, and you can have a little more freedom to go ahead and do as you wish. Make the dots a little bit bigger and using different colors to bring in a little variation. Continue building, focusing on the present moment. I repeat the intention, there's no pressure and there's no perfection in this exercise. All we're trying to do is bring our mind to focus at that point. I am moving on to the body of the butterfly. Picked up a peach color, just something which came up first. Started defining the body of the butterfly. I started by placing the same size of dots on the body, but then when I went near the head of the butterfly, I thought I'll make the size of the dots a little bit smaller. So I picked up another dotting tool, a smaller one, and placed the dots, reduce the size. Repeating the same and closing the body of the butterfly. If you have space within the body, you can also place dots in the middle or choose not to. We pretty much arrived at the shape of the butterfly. We'll finish up the antennas. I like to use yellow. It's a color of joy. Finishing it up. You can try and add dots on the head of the butterfly as well, or introduce a secondary color if you like. Choosing a color that contrasts or complements your base color. I've added few more fillings here and there. I wanted to use a dash of red here just to bring in and try out little variations. You can continue to build a different level of details in any parts of the butterfly without thinking about how would it turn, because we are not trying to achieve a perfect output, which gives us a lot of freedom to do a lot of trials and explore. As you continue, your butterfly will start to feel complete. At this stage, take a pause and really see what you have created without judgment. I know it's hard, but this is what we created in this time, giving that acknowledgement to the time and the energy we have given to create this creative work is a good way to look at it. I want to place one other color variation on the consecutive dots which I have, just bringing in some contrast there to highlight the design of the butterfly. Repeating the same on wherever I have the concentric circles. Now we are nearly at the final stage. So slow down your hand and just place the final dots with care without the rush to finish. Look at the areas where you feel you can add one or two more dots to balance and place them gently. Now step back slightly and observe your work. Notice the overall shape, the flow of dots, and how it all came together one step at a time. This is not about judging whether it looks perfect or not. It's
If you
simply
feel
seeing
like
what you have
adding a
created
final
and
touch,
staying with the
you can
process.
place
Few dots so that the design remains clean and balanced. And with that, your dotting butterfly is complete. This piece holds the time and attention you have given to it, one dot at a time. You can come back to this process whenever you want to slow down and create something simple and meaningful. Thank you so much for creating this with me.